Hey, Lauren Hughes with Integrity Home Group and Keller Williams Preferred. We are on part, I think 5 or 6, and I only have one last thing to say about credit reports, and then we're going to call it a day. And all I was doing was going through an email that I got through Experian to see I had a 4-point reduction on my credit score, and I wanted to figure out what on earth it was, and that's just because of when credit cards were reporting and I had gone back to paying once a month instead of twice. So the last thing I will say is something that I like to do, especially if I'm not going to be using my credit anytime soon or just as another layer of protection. I don't know many people that do this. I do it. My husband always does it, is we freeze our credit. So I've already gone through the entire report with you guys, and that actually could be the bit that just reminds me. So his credit report and my credit report, they should be identical, except for I have one late payment from when I was in the hospital in cancer treatment 3 years ago. So other than that, our credit report should be the exact same. And his credit score is 35 points higher than mine, which aggravates me. But in lieu of conspiracy theories today, one of the biggest differences is he keeps his credit frozen all the time and I don't. And that's because I got annoyed with having to unfreeze it and then remembering my passwords because I always seem to forget them, and it just was what it was, and I'd like to pick my battles. However, I think at this point in time I might consider refreezing them, and all that means it costs I think $3 to freeze your credit, and I freeze them at each of the 3 credit bureaus. And that is, the 3 credit bureaus. And the reason being is because it doesn't allow people to pull your credit. It protects you in case there is fraud, there is a scam, someone gets your information. They actually can't do anything if your credit is frozen because you have that password that I kept losing, which I am going to actually refreeze my stuff after, I'm going to refreeze it. But it does protect you from cyber issues that we are running into more and more nowadays. And so something to consider. It's $3 each credit bureau, or it's $3 to unfreeze. I don't remember. It's $3 at some point either to freeze it or to unfreeze it. And then you have a few options there on a permanent unfreeze or a temporary unfreeze, or you can give like the mortgage lender a one-time password so they can actually see your credit file and you're literally keeping it under lock and key. And that will help keep your credit up too. Now that will also prevent you from taking out any credit or doing anything because it's frozen. So just some ideas, though. That's a little bit more secure than the Clark Howard's put your credit card in the baggie with water, throw it in your freezer. This is more of a permanent credit freeze, which I do like to use. My husband always does it. He never takes his off, actually, and he's done that for as long as I've known him. And he only does the single passwords. And anyway, so we're big fans of the credit freezes. Just remember, if you do that, make sure you keep your credit card or your password and not on an electronic device, and that you don't lose it, because if you do, it is a raging pain to get back into it because you've frozen your credit. So thank you guys for tuning in. I am not a financial advisor. I'm just a human being that has paid attention to my credit report literally since my 18th birthday. My businesses depend on having that high credit score, or my profitability actually depends on getting those really great rates. So if you have any questions, I'm happy to talk to you. I'm a licensed realtor in the state of Colorado and an accredited investor. So I am kind of on both sides of the coin. So I'm always looking for deals, and almost everything that I do does depend on having that high credit score. So I do monitor what I'm doing all the time. So thank you guys for making it all the way to the end. I appreciate it. Have a great rest of your day.